I remember when you told me you first loved me. And I remember when I knew that it was a lie. I remember when you made a teardrop from my eyes. And I remember cause it wouldn't be your last time. I remember everything from the dining to the keys to the dreams you tried to sell me. All the promises you broke, how you never held me close, anything to feed your ego. I remember when you called yourself first leaving me. I remember that I didn't have the words to speak. I remember building myself back up piece by piece. But that's okay, I'm better off without you. Anyway, yeah.
I remember the first day we met. I looked at you, you looked at me. And at the time I didn't know I would have regrets, but I knew at that moment you would try your best. I remember our first date. Golden Corral was the place. They would ask, who is that? And I'd say, that is the man I've been hoping for, to be exact. But at the time I didn't know that it was fiction of what I so proudly called a fact. I remember when I first said I love you. And I know it sounds crazy how I could say that to someone I barely knew, but you know how it is.
What you thought?
I thought you were the man who could put me on to something new. Cause in the past I've had trouble trusting guys, cause every time I tried, they would give me the story that they would never lie. But this one right here, you had me eating butterflies. So I would lie on my bed and think, was I crazy? Did he really mean it when he said I was his baby? You took me out to eat and man, I swore that I was special. But you did that to everybody, even your girlfriend, I never met her. And even though I should've left you, man, he told me you would make her for it. Anything I wanted, you would buy it, you would pay it for it. And I swear I would've never thought you would hurt me like this. But it's different coming from a man who act like a female dog. I swear I would've never met you at all. And if I could do it all over again, if I had a time machine, like, I swear I would've never met you at all. I remember I was sick and we were on a phone call. I overheard you say my mom was full of shit. So I guess it wouldn't make you the favorite at family reunions, but you know what?
What you did?
I stayed for you.
What you did?
And even though it made myself look stupid, I would talk to God and pray for you. Yeah, I would talk to God and pray for you. I remember I turned 14 July 16th and didn't get no call. And for a minute I thought me not seeing you was my fault. I shouldn't beg and feel guilty for the distance. See, you took me to your crib and said you loved me, but you didn't. Be your narcissistic energy used to strike some fear in me, cause I'll be damned if I pick a man that has any ounce of you in his hands. Your kindness a disgrace to me. Bet you know to stay your ass where you at, where you know it's safe to be. Made a fuss about my last name, now it's Moody. See, anything I say get fact checked, cause I got receipts. Ain't bitch, I support in how long? Who you fooling me? Keep on skipping town while you filing for bankruptcy, please. I don't care about no teardrop from your eye. How you tell your son he got us since he damn near 25? Oh my God. Like, how do you know about me? How you tell your son he got us since he damn near 25? Oh my God. Give me a break. This ain't the average love story you would expect. This whole time you probably thought I was talking about my ex. Man, I knew this relationship would go left when you bet on the Warriors and Rockets.
And what he do?
You left me at the Ramada to refill your pockets. See, it takes a special someone to step up and be a dad, but any boy can be a father with some strokes and some jabs. I took our picture off the wall and I put it in the drawer. My mind told me to whip it, but it would hurt me even more. I didn't unlove you overnight. I didn't unlove you overnight. I grew a skin that you could never touch, a new heart you couldn't break, and a soul you could never corrupt. So if I ever get your phone call, just know I silenced it and I put it on hush. I didn't unlove you overnight.
How did you do it?
I unloved you in bits and pieces over time. And I'm not saying that because I saw it as a quote online. I guess you could say I only used it to fill some lines until I sat down, took the time and thought to myself and realized that you never actually loved me. I remember as a kid I used to love to play chess, but I felt like a pawn between you and my mom for your own self-benefiting use. And I remember you were there for my first heartbreak because it was you. You broke my heart before any other man on this earth could.
What else?
I remember nights I would cry myself to sleep thinking the problem was me and I wasn't enough. I remember it took me 12 years to see your face. face to face, and I could tell what you looked like and knew who you was. But you know what?
Let him know.
I'm better now.
No.
I got a man's now.
Tell him what he do for you.
Takes me places that I never would have dreamed about. When I was down, he was there when I needed him most. Unlike you who added filters, got on snapping when ghosts. Real man supply my needs with no J-O-B. Number one in my mind, yes, he's G-O-D. And he taught me many lessons, and it's one you need to see. I can't make time for no nigga who won't make time for me. Yeah, we broke up. I still remember all the times we shared.
What's the point?
Going up on bridges, cooking dinner while the sun just stared. Missing those I love yous on the phone every night or so. Now I moved on and you miss me. That's just the way that life goes.
That's just the way that life goes.
And I no longer wait for a text. Be up late in bed asking God why you don't love me. Cause guess what? I love myself.
I love my.
I remember this poem when I let everything out, knowing I no longer have to stress. You're a sorry excuse of an ex. But if I ever see you again, and that's a strong if, all I have to say is thank you. Next.
I remember when you told me you first loved me.
Love me.
And I remember when I knew that it was a lie. I remember when you made a teardrop from my eyes.
From my eyes.
And I remember cause it wouldn't be your last time. I remember everything from the dining to the keys to the dreams you tried to sell me. All the promises you broke, how you never held me close, anything to feed your ego. I remember when you called yourself first leaving me.
First leaving me.
I remember that I didn't have the words to speak. I remember building myself back up piece by piece.
Piece by
But
piece.
that's okay, I'm better off without you anyway.